Let's see, man.
Take three.
I don't know what's going on with tech today, man. It's just we here though, man. All right, let's try it again. Okay. I think it's a go.
Every day I go hard, you know ball is life. The coach said they pretty good, we got a ball tonight. We ready, once they tip it up, it's going up. We ready, once they tip it up, it's going up. Nah, I can't dribble too much on timeout, coach. Don't.
Yes, sir. HasBeens Podcast. Episode, what is it? 106?
Yeah, 106.
Episode 106. My boy Twan back in the building. What's good?
I'm back. Glad to be back.
You was on O Block last week.
I was not on O Block.
You sure?
I was I was downtown.
Did you see Durkio?
I did not.
Okay.
I seen Priceless though. Shout out Priceless.
What's that?
Went to Tuskegee.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what's up,
Seen him.
man.
We was driving down the street. I was on the way to a little work conference.
Some slight. Okay, then, man. Did you go by the Bean?
I didn't even get to do that.
Dang. Okay, you got to.
It was a busy trip. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? It was meetings and dinners. And
Ooh,
I was back on the plane. You feel me?
eating good. All right.
You know, steakhouses. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Lobsters and crabs and shit like that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Something nice. You know?
Did you see Tommy?
No.
Okay.
I was in different neighborhoods and
Okay. I think that's a good thing you didn't see.
Hold on, Twan. I'm gonna clip you real quick.
I think that's a good thing you see Tommy because that's nothing but trouble, man. You see this guy mile away.
You trying to get Twan? You back in there, Twan?
I think so. Can y'all hear me?
I think so. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
glad you ain't see Tommy though, man.
Yeah, all right. That was
Yeah, Tommy rough, man. Y'all seen Power this week? Y'all
Definitely
tapping?
watched it today.
Y'all up to date?
I didn't
yeah,
watch
I'm
it.
up to-
You ain't, we ain't gonna say nothing. Just Tommy a fool with it as usual. One of my favorite characters on Power, man. But let's get into it, man. HasBeens Podcast, episode 106, man. Back in it again. It's your boy Cam Will, Twan and Mike in the building. Man, this is a bittersweet episode. It's the last episode we're doing in the studio.
Moving on.
Yeah.
A little sad, man. This is the,
New stew coming soon.
Man. It's getting better
You know?
and better, man. We did the first ones. The first studio was nice.
Yeah.
Second one, this was
yeah,
some
and
vibe.
yeah, but this one, I liked it, but it was just it was a little constraining. This next one,
Bigger and better.
yeah. So just know,
Okay.
like you were saying, the progression is still the progression.
How about growth?
We're gonna have we got some versatility coming our ways,
Say
guys.
less.
You're gonna see different versions. We're not gonna always be on this couch.
Oh, okay.
New couch alert.
Yeah, new scenes, man. We got
Oh, okay. We
Never
got cut
seen.
scenes in there.
yeah, man.
Okay.
Real good shit, man. So make sure you tap in with us. HasBeens Podcast, Wild Card Sports. We should have a new cover this week. I gotta hit my dog up actually.
You got a new name
finna
for
text him right now.
the studio? Or you just it's still
You can probably be Area 24 still.
okay? All right.
I don't think that name goes anywhere.
Okay. Mamba alert.
Let me make sure I hit up. Let me see.
Yeah, man. It's Monday, man. I'm feeling a little blue, but it's
What's wrong, Mike?
Yeah, what happened? Oh, it was a tough week for him, man. I guess is that where we start? Let's do the moment of silence real quick.
Okay.
We'll start there. I know where you're going with this.
Okay.
Moment of silence for our social media, man. Make sure you tap in with us everywhere. HasBeens Podcast, Wild Card Sports. I'm gonna rush for you today, Mike.
Thank
It's
you.
gonna be a quick prayer for you.
I
Real
appreciate
quick moment of silence for you today, man. Make sure you tap in with us, Wild Card Sports, HasBeens Podcast on all social media platforms, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, man. Make sure you tap in with us everywhere. Or for our listeners, make sure you tap in with us on all social media, not all social media, all podcast streaming platforms.
Yes.
And make sure, most importantly, YouTube TV, man.
Subscribe.
YouTube, Wild Card TV, subscribe. I got it over quick, Mike. Let's get some of these in real quick. Tap in with us, man. Moment of silence over, Mike. We're real quick, man.
Okay.
Tough weekend for you, right?
Yeah.
It was up, down, it was a roller coaster, right?
Yeah, I was in New Orleans having a good time.
Right.
I'm excited. I hear news about Deshaun coming to Atlanta. I start calling people. I start preaching the vision. What's happening? Then boom, straight to Cleveland. Okay, cool. I still got my boy Matt. And then before I could take a nap, he's gone. It's crazy, man. It was like 2:00. I remember.
This is a rough day. This is a rough weekend for you guys. It was like you went from like, you know, Falcons fans always like talking about like Deshaun's a hometown guy. Like I remember when Nate was on the show, she used to, you know, always prophesize that moment that Deshaun was coming. And it was like right there.
I almost tweeted her talking about you was right.
Me and her were texting like
I'm glad I held
I was like, you know, like, man, y'all might get him. Like, damn, you know.
I told you a couple years ago.
Yeah, she was like, but she didn't get too excited. I could tell through her text. She had been hurt before, and she was not. Shout out to my dog Nate, by the way. She was not finna get her hopes up.
She was smart because, I mean, if you look at it, the Falcons were not the right choice.
Why you say that?
Because the team is garbage, and then they had to give up so many picks to get him. What were we going to put around him to make him successful? You couldn't. You got Calvin Ridley. You know, he's still settling his debts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no other receivers.
Right.
Just your tight
Russell
end.
Gage left and went to Tampa.
That defense Swiss cheese, that offensive line Swiss cheese.
No run game.
All y'all had going was that he was a hometown guy.
That's it.
That was literally it. That's all.
But
He's from Georgia. He's from Gainesville, Georgia.
You know, we was pushing division towards him, man. We got pieces gonna come. Things are gonna happen, man.
Falcons fans were looking at Deshaun Watson, and I love Deshaun Watson. So I preface this by saying that. But Deshaun Watson not coming in and saving your organization, okay?
I don't know. That boy nice.
He's nice, but even Tom Brady couldn't have came in and changed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers without a really nice roster around him. It's just Deshaun Watson, and like he said, the pieces y'all would have had to give up, he wasn't going to ever save or fix what y'all issues were. No. Now, what I will say, as a Saint fan, I think we were in a totally opposite situation where I think we were a great choice for him.
Right? Your cap was a little messed up.
No, we had enough to afford him in a trade, like being able to get him. I just think what I know what happened was the one Cleveland just stepped on everybody and was like, they just threw themselves.
Right.
They bid against themselves. Like, you know what? We'll trade for you and we'll give you a raise, $12 million a year. And you know what else?
I'll take that one.
No. And then, you know what else, Deshaun? We'll guarantee every dollar of it. It was like, you know what? Deshaun, I think if the Texans would have offered him that, he might have been like, you know what? I'll stay. I mean, but for that type of bread, he might have been like, you know, all right.
We can work.
We got
figure
the
something
money.
out.
You got the team that's already built. They got the running game.
Yeah.
They got Amari Cooper.
But
defense look good. I don't know what, but
I think that's what I'm saying. I think everybody, like, on paper is great. But it's the exact same situation, like, but kind of reverse that you said Atlanta was in. They got all the talent. They gave away a ton of picks, and now they got him, and all his money is guaranteed, and he's taking up a major hit on your cap hit, right? So one, you're gonna run into the issue where it's obviously like a Rams kind of home run, like do it right now. But this team wasn't close before. You feel me? Like this team wasn't
I don't know,
close.
man.
They beat a beat up Steelers team in the playoffs the year before. And then last year they didn't even make the playoffs.
But that's a Baker Mayfield issue.
So
he is garbaggio.
But look at the Rams though, is what I'm saying. The Rams was in a Super Bowl before. You know what I mean? They were a top notch team before.
Goff is better than Baker ever was.
Do you think the Browns are a quarterback away?
Yeah.
So now
they're in a tough division. Like they're competitive. They're contenders.
Yeah.
And the AFC, that's a whew.
So I also want you to take that situation, remember that, and then look at what's his name, Kirk Cousins, and how he has the Minnesota Vikings over a barrel pretty much until he decides he's done playing football. Because every year it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, Kirk Cousins, you're taking
one
up his
piece
big.
Away.
You're
Kirk
big.
Wish he was Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, but no, he is Deshaun Watson. Just with right now, no, that it's gonna be the exact same situation where every year you're gonna be like, all right, Deshaun, we need to kind of restructure your contract, and Deshaun's gonna say, okay, add another guaranteed year to the end of my deal, and I'll restructure my deal right now. And so you'll just keep that. He's gonna have
saying
guaranteed.
That like he's Kirk Cousins' talent.
It doesn't. When you have he's not Kirk Cousins' talent, but he's also not Tom Brady. He's also not Aaron Rodgers. He's also not Patrick Mahomes.
That
and we have to.
It's really good, and
he
could be in that Mahomes type of class.
Let me go check him out real quick. Y'all handle that.
He had that Texans team. He was killing.
Yes, they were killing.
And there was nobody on that trend. They traded Hopkins to Arizona.
It was that whole team just deteriorated right after that.
It was a terrible team, but he was still balling. Cam asleep. That Cleveland Browns team has a lot of talent.
Yeah.
They need another receiver since they let Landry go, but they're gonna be good.
Yeah, I can see them definitely making the playoffs.
And Watson is gonna be good.
I don't know how far they go, but they're definitely gonna be competitive.
They got that good defense.
What are they gonna do with Baker?
Baker's such a sad ass name. He's so hurt that Matt Ryan went to Indiana.
I'm about to say, where does Baker go at this point?
What is options? Maybe Seattle. But maybe Seattle.
Do they even want him? I mean,
That's what I'm saying. They may not want him.
Yeah, so it's actually two quarterbacks. Jimmy G too.
Yeah.
So
Jimmy
it's two,
G is better than him too.
Yeah, so I'm talking about finding a home. I think maybe Seattle, like I've been hearing for Baker Mayfield. But Jimmy G, obviously, I'm sure that's not a place. Who else is looking for a quarterback? Maybe Houston. Yeah. But maybe he can go to Houston in a separate trade, but I doubt it. I think Houston's trying to go in a different direction. I don't think Baker Mayfield is the direction they're trying to go in.
Especially with
you
all
got to pay him.
He's in his last year of his deal, so like he's a free agent next year. It's like a Mitch Trubisky type thing, where like if he doesn't do well,
he can go to the Giants, battle Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's not an optimal situation for him.
He doesn't have optimal choices.
So that's what I'm saying. Is an optimal choice out there for him to go to?
You got to go to a spot where you can compete. You know what I'm saying? To beat somebody like.
I can't see him going.
No,
He let Trubisky get to the Steelers. You know what I'm saying?
He moved too late.
But I mean, you knew he wasn't going anywhere in the division anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Is it a chance that bro is really homeless?
Baby.
Or maybe not a starter after this year?
He may be homeless, man.
Are the days of Baker Mayfield being a starter in the NFL
I wouldn't
long
say
gone?
I wouldn't say it's
no,
long
it's not
gone.
long gone.
He's got to just go compete for a spot now. He's not just a guy where it's like, yeah, we're trading for our starter.
So it's back to walk on mode.
Yeah, you got to prove.
You back to walk on bake, man.
The Falcons wouldn't have got Mariota, so that says what it is. Though.
Yeah, that's
Super Mario. Super Mario.
Yo, he is not Italian. That man is Hawaiian.
Yeah, that and I mean, here, look how quickly he's trying to.
He's
JP and first off, shout out to my dog JP in the back. But JP on one hand is like, Mike, this is not it, and Mike is already
buying
6 hours after the deal is like trying to. This is a great deal. This is going to work out for the Falcons.
I said this is just a Band-Aid.
You got to show more respect for.
You
Matt
have to
Ryan.
really have. He has to have some more self-respect for himself too. Like you have to look at this deal and be like, you know what? We just went from Deshaun Watson nearly to Marcus Mariota, and you have to feel some type of way. See, as a Saint fan, I knew that our backup plan. I knew, all right, we don't get Deshaun Watson, that's fine. We got a guy named Jameis Winston that wants to be here, and other guys would like for him to be back. That's a good plan. We've seen good ball from him. You, on the other hand, was like, all right, didn't get Deshaun Watson, no problem. We can move forward with Matt Ryan.
There's no.
But then they trade Matt Ryan.
The only issue for real with the Falcons is that they should have picked one of those quarterbacks instead of Pitts, because I always knew that this was going to be the year he get traded.
Yeah.
And so
I wish I could figure out what episode
let him
I
go
said
regardless. You should at least had a QB in the wing
to see what you can do.
But they didn't do that.
That's what I said. Like my whole thought process behind why you don't take Pitts is like, a tight end is never going to change your organization without a quarterback. You're never really gonna. You know how bad you got to be to get the fourth pick again without like trading up. Like so.
No, they about to do that this year. That's what Mariota's
maybe, but you have to be really, 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 really bad.
Have you seen Mariota?
But he can still have them a 7-win team, and that's gonna have you.
He's only gonna play 8 games.
That's fine. If I don't see the Falcons as bad as I want them to be, I still don't see them 4 and something. That's where you need to be to get the 4th pick in the draft. I don't see them there. They have enough young talent, enough around them. I mean, I wish Ridley was here. It would really make sense. But they got A.J. Terrell. I think that's Deion Jones still there. Grady Jerry. They got some good pieces. I think that can.
They're solid.
Yeah, they're solid. So I don't think they're being arranged to draft a franchise quarterback. And
14.
I just think you had an opportunity to be in the mix.
I said we went all in on
You
Watson.
could have moved up one guy, Trey Lance.
3-14.
We're gonna see.
Mac Jones looked good.
You know what I heard happened was that the Falcons kind of pushed back on the fully guaranteed money.
What?
Yeah,
But I think that's a good thing. That's what I'm saying. I think
that's
that's a
smart.
good thing.
Yeah, I don't think they should have did that.
Because it's obvious by him telling the Browns no and then coming down to the Saints and the Falcons, like we were there and it's clear. Like if we didn't get it done, that's really what it was. It's like
Right.
he probably came to Arthur Blank like these dogs. They say 230 guaranteed. He like fuck no.
Right.
And I'm with because I love Deshaun Watson. I think he's a very 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 good quarterback.
220.
I'm looking around the league. I'm like Pat Mahomes ain't getting that. You crazy as hell. It's like
That's his quarterback market.
and all my draft picks too.
Right.
It's like, dog, I feel real confident that even if we trash next year, I'm gonna go draft a quarterback with this pick and not handcuff my team for like the rest of existence.
Right.
Because Deshaun Watson now owns the Cleveland Browns.
But that's fine though. I think they'll be all right. They got Amari Cooper.
Cleveland will, yeah.
Your quarterback just got what 160, 180. How much it was? 130 guaranteed.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You don't pay Deshaun Watson $230 million when you can get a guy who can win you a Super Bowl for that price. You don't do it.
It's an age difference.
No, it ain't. I mean, it's an age difference, but
it's an age difference. Deshaun Watson is a dual threat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He makes other dollars.
the age difference don't matter. This is not a long-term project. I'm sorry. In 2 years, you're going to be looking around like, uh-oh, Cleveland is falling apart. All them good guys you talking about, Nick Chubb, all these guys you talking about.
Come on.
And then you're going to be like, shit. And then you'll be able to see if Deshaun Watson is Aaron Rodgers where he can go out there with maybe one. Yeah, he looked great with DeAndre Hopkins. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't win him. I'm talking about you got to, even though Aaron Rodgers may not have won anything, but I think Deshaun Watson may have won a playoff game, maybe. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
That was a really bad built team, bad coach team. He showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, but I mean, even on a team like that, when you pay somebody that type of money, he's going to have to persevere through all of that. Bad coaching, injuries.
But he showed that he could do that.
Nah.
He has one playoff win.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
After that season, J.J. Watt went up to him and apologized to him. Talking about you wasted a good year of yours.
That's a good soundbite.
You know what I'm saying? But why say that if it ain't true?
What you think, Mike? I think because as a Saint fan and you a Falcon fan, I think
y'all are just hurt.
No, I really was like, man, shit.
I was hurt.
I wasn't hurt. I was not hurt.
I went
really
through all
wasn't.
emotions.
Nah, I
the
wasn't.
past weekend.
Nah.
What?
It was like a point with me where like I was actually relieved because it was like when it came down to us two, I was like, fuck this. I don't want neither one of us to have because I don't even the 50% chance of the Falcons getting them. I was like, you know what? I don't want either one of us to get them. So when the Browns swooped in, the guy was like,
Okay.
because I really love Jameis Winston.
You had Jay Boo.
And I mean, I would have took Deshaun Watson because the Saints, breaking news, are under the cap. We had maneuvered ourselves to a position where we could have acquired him on his current contract, which was fine. But once they upgraded him $12 million a year without playing a single down last year and guaranteed it all, I'm out. I'm out. As a Saints fan, I'd have been like, what are y'all doing?
He had a hell of a week, man.
Yeah, he bossed up.
He beat the Chargers, got traded, got a raise.
Boom.
Fully guaranteed.
Well, he beat the criminal charges.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot. You get a lot of that. I'm trying to save you from getting canceled right now. This is a culture out here.
He did beat the Chargers.
Where if you say he beat the charges and you don't make it very clear to the criminal versus he still got civil suits, people going to get on you.
Is a civil suit considered a charge or a civil suit?
I'm not sure. I'm not the legal expert. I'm just trying to save you from the legal professionals on Twitter, the Twitterverse, bro. They gonna be like,
care about that.
Twan doesn't care, and I'm like, I don't think that's what he was saying. But
if they would like clarity, they can ask me all the questions they like, and I'll be free.
You know they don't ask questions on the internet.
All right, then I don't care.
Murderer!
Hey, they assume
They
assume the worst.
They coming, they throwing. What happened?
You gotta relax, Malik Monk.
42 seconds in the game, bro. Whatever you doing is too much,
man. Trying to block a shot.
Yeah.
Nah, I went through the emotions, man, and I just.
You cried? You cried today, huh?
I didn't cry today, but
you lost Matt Ryan.
I was very quiet. Went to sleep.
You're somber.
Yes.
Try to go to sleep. Try to pretend like you could wake up and it was all a dream.
I'm like, is it real? You know what I mean? It's like I couldn't believe it. Then we got another quarterback at the same time. It's like I'm excited, but I'm not.
It's Arthur Smith's guy.
It's this guy. I gotta trust him.
Yeah.
This is Super Mario here.
I just watched this guy have a breakdown in like real life because he walked through the door and like even Super Mario and then like now he's like literally having a breakdown on the show. This is great. This is great.
I told you I'm blue today, man. On Monday got ruined. After 2:00.
Well, and I understand because at least the Saints, we got our backup plan. We knew, like, all right, if we don't get this, I'm sure the Colts, Jameis Winston would rather play for the Saints than the Colts.
Right.
And then y'all traded Matt Ryan, like, oh, yeah, perfect. I'm like, I don't have to hear about Baker Mayfield having interest from the Saints. We got our guy. Yeah. I know we getting here. Let's go. And after I do my push-ups, I want to run that bet back with Twan.
Hey.
You're not making it back again?
Run it back.
You try to see if you get some, there's a lot of pride for people like, like, run it back. You like, fuck yeah.
I take my wins. Take my winnings and I'm going home, dog.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to see if I can get me back, man.
No, sir.
Okay. Moving on. See, it was a tough week for Atlanta fans, man.
Yeah.
I really feel bad for y'all, man, because it was like a point, man. I was like really like also like, you know what? The Falcons need Deshaun Watson more than us because I really don't view him as he would have won us. I feel like he could have won us a Super Bowl, but he's not like a franchise changing player.
I think he is.
I mean, he could be.
I was talking like he was.
That boy is a winner, man.
He a winner for sure. He's a for sure winner.
He beat y'all, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
All right.
Roll Tide.
Yeah. It's okay, man. I got something new for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Beat y'all again.
You ready? Boy, Georgia. But it's been one good thing happened in Georgia over the last week.
What happened?
They approved a bill that allows people, as long as you meet the criteria of be able to carry, you can carry that tool right on your side, man, anywhere you want to go, man. As long as you don't, obviously have like a felony or a mental, or it's like a mental psychiatric evaluation. There's one other metric you got to meet, but y'all just pull the straps out. Well, not pull the straps out. Relax.
That's literally what's about to happen.
But pull your strap out to put it onto your person to notify others that you have your strap, and you can do that in establishments that will allow you to carry weapons. But shout out to my dog P. Shit about to go up in the A.
Be hella standoffs in there.
Yeah. It's just gonna be like in the mall, like, hey, you fucking cut me. And then he's gonna turn around like, what? Literally show you shit.
Be careful. Be careful.
But then Twan gonna look back at me and be like,
Yeah.
Gun safety.
Got to have that on you.
So everybody, I've always preached to people, one, what is the Second Amendment right? Always, if you got the opportunity to utilize the Second Amendment right, you should. Everybody should have a weapon. One, because motherfuckers is crazy. You can't control everybody. So, the weapon is the great equalizer. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. So it's best that no matter what, you get one of your own. And if you're a reasonable person, I think you'll be in a good spot.
Yeah.
You could get some unreasonable people off your back. And then, with reasonable people, you can just have conversation.
That makes sense, man. I had actually a gun permit appointment. I guess
you still need to get your concealed carry license.
Okay.
If you want to be, one of them backpack typers, like your boy.
Okay.
You won't see me run around this bitch like Gunsmoke, but no. Don't fuck with me. Don't you hear me?
Just saying.
Yeah. You see me and I got a bag on me or something in that thing. Okay. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Leave me alone.
I'll still get it then.
You need to still get your concealed carry. One, because that's only Georgia we talking about. So the minute you go into Alabama and other states, you want to have your concealed carry because you got reciprocity across states, and you'll be able to carry in states concealed. He over here looking at Mariota, dog.
He got to.
Dog, you're sad, bro.
Look at the deal, man.
He is really sad, bro. You done looked at that 100 times.
Oh, man.
But make sure you Georgia residents, make sure you getting your tools. Ladies especially, man. Make sure y'all,
Got to.
Yeah, ladies, man, I think especially, man. Tool up. And, that should become a part of the ladies' whole ensemble, man. They should create a designer gun case. Fendi get on that with whoever the hottest manufacturer is now. Yeah. And have the ladies, the new cool things walk with that tool.
They're gonna be airing out brunches, dog. This shit is gonna be out of
I don't.
I'm not against people having guns, but people just be pussies and be ready to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can just walk away. Sometimes you could fight. But some people just be shooting to shoot.
Yeah. My dog Keith in England, he said, no guns in England. He said, everybody throw hands out there, mother. You might get stabbed. But he said, ain't nobody get shot out here, fool. I like that.
Put him up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you, you fucking white. Fuck you.
Pistol cup right now.
Show me the fucking.
It's on some GTA shit. You bump somebody in the street. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
You just gotta throw them hands.
Yeah, sure.
And that's a safe way.
Gucci.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Dang, man. Well, hey, shout out to Georgia, man. Doing what they do, man.
Yeah.
Just be careful out here.
Be smart, man.
Just be careful out here for sure.
Russell Westbrook over the last 3 games, 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, 9.7 assists.
Get
shooting
him outta here.
53%.
He has heard the people.
No, he hasn't.
Tighten up, Russ. Let's keep it going.
Come on, man.
Moving on. Last week, HBCU World, Polo Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren for my more fluent people. I don't know if it's a collaboration or if it's just a collection they dropped featuring Spelman and Morehouse. Not going to get into the particulars. My significant other is a Spelman grad.
Okay.
Irritating. But that's not what I want to talk about.
Okay.
I want to talk about non-black companies capitalizing off of black culture. I say that because I've seen a lot of HBCU lines come out that were black-owned, black-pushed, black brands, and people didn't go crazy. And so here's my shot at Spelman and Morehouse. Go crazy when they put your fucking logo on some other shit, not just Ralph Lauren. Don't repost to death when you got your friend. Shout out to my dog Donicia for one. When she throw your shit, when Spelman and Morehouse, when they throw your or any HBCU, you should support those brands too, because I feel like they capitalizing off our culture and we not even
benefiting.
Yeah, benefiting really. It's cool. Okay, Ralph Lauren puts a M and an S on it. I don't even know what it looks like. Honestly, I haven't looked into it.
Collections are pretty smooth. I don't know. I mean, of course I'm not
Let me see.
gonna buy it, but
Spin it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's cool. I've seen a lot of this.
Look at the M right here that you're talking about.
Yeah, I've seen this over the years, and I just
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
I actually saw a story of a guy saying, like, I don't know, they necessarily stole the designs, but he has several apparel that was similar to this stuff. And like you said, a lot of people didn't support him. And so it's just funny how now Ralph Lauren. Yes.
You can't say Lauren?
That boy said Rollins.
I was trying to
that boy said Ralph Rollins, man.
I just came from Nola, man.
That's not how they talk.
No.
I mean,
No.
Yeah, I'm not buying. Look, I'm with Twan. No.
Yikes. Ralph Lauren, I try to get fancy with it. But yeah, man, they got a nice style, but yeah, like you said, shout out to you for your own people, man.
I guess what Ralph Lauren did is kind of like partner with the school and like kind of license the name.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might be the difference between what these smaller brands are doing in comparison to what Ralph Lauren is doing.
So you think Ralph cutting a check?
They'd have to.
Okay.
And it's like it's a partnership. So it's like, all right, it's Morehouse stuff. All right, Morehouse, we want you to put your name behind it. So here's the money to do that. And then boom. So I think that's why it's not as much support from the schools for the smaller brands. Maybe it's just not their relationship.
I think it's just maybe you might be right, but maybe the bag is not big enough for him.
Right.
But that's fucked up. I mean,
Ralph Lauren.
you gotta, obviously Ralph gonna be able to throw a bigger bag than I ain't saying support black colleges because I ain't fucking with them. But somebody other than them. I mean, I gave them a chance.
Yeah.
Now, when I don't want y'all to blame, hold everybody to the same.
No, I've heard a lot of stories about this.
Yeah, but
None of them positive.
Yeah, but we can find another. There's a lot of other black-owned, black-run brands that have tried to do stuff like this. That have tried to bring visibility to HBCUs. Have tried to create really dope lines featuring HBCUs.
Yeah,
and we see them fall flat every time because of the lack of support.
Yeah,
and I just want when I want people to be as geeked up when we support each other as when, and let's just be honest, like I guess the white guy come out and pull his camera out, like everybody like, hey, and then the black dude come out like, yeah, I want to get a shot of y'all, and they like, who are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I would
type
like it
shit
if they do it, especially for like alumni's other school. Like, hey, I got this brand coming. It's all of our stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm an alumni here. Right. Support me a little bit. We can brand, we can partner, but I don't know, man.
Yeah,
they definitely need to do more of that.
Yeah, and then I think with them shit, you have a little more feeling of like involvement with it because I'm sure you'll be able to, hey, we want this, we want that, and you actually be able to see that happen.
Yeah, and it's like then you could actually like put alumni back into the school network. It's like, all right, well, you doing such great things. We have a bookstore. Can you design stuff for us? I'm sure it's cheaper going with, an alumni compared to some outside.
These outsourcers who just fucking throwing the logo on a fucking hoodie. You know what I mean?
Got internships and everything.
I think we got the power. I reposted this from the game, and he said the same thing in the industry. It's like entertainers, they'll go sign a deal with a Atlantic before they sign a deal, with somebody. And obviously they got better resources, but also the talent is in the people. People are the talent. You know what I mean? Whether it's hooping, music, whatever, is the people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got the ability to build like a big conglomerate of whatever, in any industry, and we choose to kind of support and rally around. What we're
used to. A lot of people are used to that.
Okay, Mike.
They've been in. You see the horseman, dog. You like, okay.
The horse just means you made it, huh?
Yeah, that horsepower, man. You know what I'm saying? So people used to it, so you definitely got to be different.
Wildcard might need to drop an HBCU line.
Yeah, I might need to change it up.
I ain't wore a horse in a while, but I'm packing now, right? So I was going through my clothes. I got a lot of old horses.
I never owned one in my life.
Really?
Nope.
I used to be with it, boy.
When I came to Tuskegee in 2008, that's like everybody just had them big stupid ass
big shit
with the big fucking horse, and they just love that shit. That shit is
all on your pants, boy. Let's get it.
It's like horse, 17 little horses on your little shorts.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Air color, man.
They had the Sperry's on.
Polo down
for
and
sure.
the polo hat, man.
Yeah, everything. And see, me, I used to get freaky with it. I used to mix the colors up, man. See, some fools, they go get the whole outfit. So I got the pastel blue top with the pink horse, and then I'm gonna go get the pastel blue pants. Nah, fool, I'm gonna hit them with like, I'm gonna mix it up. I might throw some orange on us. You know what I mean?
I seen something with the orange and the green in there.
I got a. Ironically, I bought this before I got to college, but I still got it. It's like a pink and green polo, so it's like light pink, green horse. AKAs used to love that back in the day. Yeah, you used to put that on and hit the yard. They walk up to you. Can I, the first line, let me get that shirt.
Okay.
The AKAs be getting mad when you say their name on the internet without getting proper licenses. This podcast has no affiliation with Alpha Sorority Incorporated. They be coming down hard on people for using their name, man.
Stop playing with them.
Stop fucking playing. I don't know why I be playing so much, bro.
You just telling the story, man.
I like to, toe the line a little bit, play with fire, fuck with people a little bit, But speaking of stay in the HBCU land, kind of a tragic story.
Yeah, so it was on the same thing.
You want to go ahead and rock that for me? I don't even like to talk to him.
In somber news, there's a student shot in Tuskegee. I want to get his name. He's a football player. He's a sophomore. Give me 1 second. His name.
I think he out of Montgomery, wasn't he?
Reginald Summage.
Yeah, Reginald Summage.
R.I.P. to him. It's just sad, man. Still violence down in these HBCUs. We got to protect our students, man.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a different. It's a different. I don't think people understand. It's a different lifestyle in most HBCUs because they embedded in predominantly black neighborhoods,
rural areas,
and if not, even in like Atlanta, it's still areas that are impoverished or low income. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so with those areas, a lot of HBCUs outside of those gates, if you got gates, for most of them do, it's not safe. It's a lot of just people without things. See young kids, with nice things. They parents send them with cars, and stuff. And it's just a lot of shit happening. A lot of envy, greed, all type of shit. And it's not the best environments for young, dumb, naive, to an extent, kids to be in, man. It's just sad, because, we was down there, we didn't even understand how fragile life was, you know what I mean? Until wild shit happened, people get shot, you'll see people go home sometimes and get into some shit, but, the times that it happens on campus with somebody man, it's wild. So, like, tough. Pray for them young kids at Tuskegee University, young men and women actually at Tuskegee. They got to go back to class and try to figure this out, man. So
20 years old.
Yeah.
He played football and everything, man.
Yeah. Unfortunate, man.
Tough out here.
Yeah. I don't even want to stick on that too long. R.I.P., man. What is it, Reginald Summich?
Yes.
R.I.P. to you, man. Prayers to your family and everybody and all your friends, man. And, man, rest in power, brother.
So,
Jeez. Stay in college, man. We're going to stay in college, I think, for the rest of this show.
okay.
All right.
We're going to hit a hot topic, man. May get canceled. Who cares? I think at this point it deserves conversation.
Definitely deserve a conversation.
Leah Thomas, University of Pennsylvania swimmer, won a national champion, women's national transgender athlete, originally a male, won the women's 100 meter, 400. What was it?
I don't know.
It was a swimming national championship in college. I think the competition was in Atlanta, wasn't it? I think the national championship was. I'm not sure. I don't want to even get into the line about the particulars, but
It's a 200 freestyle.
200 freestyle. So Leah Thomas, a transgender athlete from University of Pennsylvania, actually was a male and competed on the male team for the first 3 years. Transitioned to a female and competed this year as a female and won a national championship. And this happening, we've kind of remember I think we've talked about this before, maybe offline, maybe like in light, maybe on the show.
We're talking about the Olympics.
Yeah, and just kind of like, I always said like, this is a one-off. It's not a big deal. It's not gonna happen often. Well,
It's a big fucking deal.
yeah, and it's happening. So, and the big outcries, obviously, people are saying it's unfair. Step one. I'll go ahead and say I'll be the first to say I agree. Because I think the only difference, if there is any difference between male and female, is that pure physical difference of a male's body
How they were just genetically
is built differently than a female's body. As far as unless somebody can show me, I hadn't found any female that has been able to, eclipse world records or physical feats that males have done. So it kind of holds true, I don't know how much I don't know what the
science of
the science behind the
testosterone and all
change
that.
is, but I don't know how much female hormones you can pump into a male in a year time where you think that everything, the 20 plus years of male growth
Right.
is gonna, not happen. I'll let y'all get at it, man. Get after it, man.
It's definitely interesting. I mean, oh no, man.
Don't be afraid. I feel like this is necessary, so don't be afraid. I think
I don't
we gotta
think you
just
should
be
compete.
real.
Yeah, I don't think you should compete. I mean, right now, until they get to a space where you have sports just for, I guess, transgender, and they might have an issue with that already. But, I mean, to go from male to female and then, of course, be a national champion, it's a big reason why. Sorry.
I think you kind of made a good point. I think they need to eventually have their own league. But in the time being, I think you should compete where you genetically were born, right?
All
So
right.
if you could be a transgender, however you present that, but you still have to compete in that same field that you were genetically born in. I think that's the fair way to do it. It sets a bad precedent because it's like, all right, well, it's gonna be a lot of people transition,
Right.
and then they're gonna go dominate all these sports, and it's like, is that what eventually is gonna be the sport?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I used to say, and like I don't know if I had this conversation on camera before, but I used to always say, like, people say they need their own league, and I'm like, well, they don't necessarily want that. And it's like, well, it's like now it's like a point where maybe that's a conversation to be had, or they all default to men's leagues because it seems like, you're either born a male and transition to female, compete with the males, or you're a female and you want to transition to male, compete with the males.
Yeah.
I think that's either the answer or their own league, because it's not even about necessarily the person being transgender. That even that person is about the other people it affects too.
Advantage.
Yeah, it's the competitive advantage. We got we got all these other young ladies who are born women who competed and always competed as a woman are now chances of being a national champion. Scholarship opportunity. Now, this is what you talking about. That remember you was on J.R. Smith asked about.
Yeah.
This is a real thing where it's now, you got females who is somebody now on the swim team,
Yeah.
because of that, and that's
I'm a coach. I'm recruiting them.
I'm about to, no, that's going to
That's
start
a fact,
happening.
though.
yeah.
It's going to start happening.
Because, I mean, why
If I'm
not?
trying to win.
I'm trying to win. I want in certain situations, I want the most physical person.
Right.
As you can see, national champion.
Yeah.
I just think it's eventually have their own sport, but it's just like it's hard because you never know. I mean, I to pump all that to start
That's
that
a lot
up,
of money.
to
Yeah.
start that is just
And then I'm sure it still
whole
just won't
process.
be a ton of, it still just won't be a ton of athletes out there. And,
right.
or maybe it would. I don't know. I mean, maybe we can't project that.
for the numbers, but
It just seems like a really slippery slope now.
And they beat USC, so I'm super hating.
Who? Oh, Penn?
Yeah.
On points?
In the race, the person in second place was at USC.
Oh, that's okay.
They beat her by a whole second, basically.
Wow. So he destroyed. See, that's where you get. That's where you get in trouble. So she beat him by. Yeah, that's kind of how it was. I'm sure the men's world record is probably about a second and a half up on the women's, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's a slippery slope, man.
It's a slippery slope.
Just let this go like this. I don't think what they're doing is the correct way to go about it. I'm not super sure about the science of doing it, but if we were just gonna make it cut and simple and just black and white, you need to be with your original gender, so you have the same physical advantage as everybody else.
Right.
I just want it to be a fair, level playing field.
Yeah.
that's all it is at the end of the day. Just keep a level playing field. Be able to compete, man.
You just
So
gonna have
you the
girls
best.
taking steroids to try to compete, and then now you
Yeah.
got
At
that
this
issue.
point,
right?
It's just something needs to be done. I think now we're at a point where a true conversation needs to be had. And just in the grand scheme of, I have no problem with what people choose to do, whether you black, you white, you in between, male, female, whatever you classify it as. I hope you can achieve all the things you want to achieve in life, and sports may not be that place where that natural equality for you may happen. You know what I'm saying? Where you may not be able to compete in sports.
Sometimes you just need a space created, right? So just like the new league idea, it make it easier for people to just go into that.
Yeah.
And it not be such a stigma that it is now, as more people are more open about who they are.
Right.
You have spaces to continue to be yourself, so you're not being scrutinized for, hey, this is who I am, and they're making you compete in these women events, and now they're kind of getting, unnecessarily criticized because this is what the rules said they had to do.
Yeah.
On who they are, so it's bad for everybody.
I don't see how they let that ride, man. She competed at Harvard.
I mean, it's like, what can you do?
That's what they're making them do. Like
at Harvard?
Yeah.
Oh, so she competed at Harvard as a male.
Yes.
And then went to Penn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I always thought that would be kind of a really awkward situation where it's just like
the same
one you just switch locker rooms. Like, ugh. So, okay, that makes a little more sense.
Went to Harvard, was the first known transgender man to compete on the Division I team, men's team.
And then switch to Penn and okay.
Yep.
Something needs to be done. I think we need to have a conversation. Y'all let us know what y'all think about that.
For sure.
Let's get into the next. Which one is it?
And it was in Atlanta.
I thought it was in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
A lot going on downtown this weekend.
What happened in Atlanta this weekend? Oh, the race?
That was where the swim championships were.
Okay.
Shout out to Fran Belibi, Stanford, women's basketball, the dunker.
The dunker.
Yeah.
She got up.
I got to see this.
Up in transition. And it was somebody running with her the whole way.
Yeah. So she had to she got a block.
The only way she could have did was go over her like she did.
Yeah, you get a block, you know what I mean? Huh?
You said she came to the lane like that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And so I say all I want to say is women's basketball has to lower them rims just a little bit. I want to see that more often.
Yeah.
Just get a steal. Got somebody in your hip, you know what? Get out of here.
Get some excitement to that game, baby.
Hey.
Because
you want one?
9.5 minutes.
Yeah.
The women's basketball, they got way more handles than the NBA players, if we're going to be honest.
They got lower.
So they're going to be blowing by people. And if that rim is at 9.5, oh, my God. You think Ja Morant going to dominate?
I'm telling you,
highlights.
I am trying to see Tia Cooper come through the lane.
Come through the lane.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That'll be hard, man.
Ain't
Lord of
nothing
Rims.
wrong with that. Lord of the Rims, dog.
9.5.
Let's go.
That's 6 inches.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we gotta start a petition with that one.
Yeah, I need to.
Change.org.
I got a correspondent, man. At WNBA, I'm gonna get that into get that
Okay.
Need them rims lower, man.
submit it to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
That'll be hard.
Well, letting it be known, man. Right. I think he's with it.
Yeah.
I think he's with it.
We all have WNBA jerseys, and they get paid more. See how this is full circle?
Come on, man.
You need more excitement to the game, bring more fans in.
Yeah, give me a.
Facts.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to get that jersey.
You got a
Yes.
go. You got somebody getting their rocks off. Before, let me give Urban Meyer trash ass just a little light today. I was reading a story on The Athletic. Shout out to my guy Jason Jinks and Mike Sando for this beautiful literature. Pretty much it just outlined how trash Urban Meyer is as a human being and as a coach. He's an awful guy. It just started off. I don't want to, I like the people at The Athletic to get their money, what they do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be, y'all go pay y'all subscription to get that Athletic. But at the beginning, he was so mad with some players for like blowing like a play. He was like, if you blow up, he was so mad. He's like, I'll cut all you motherfuckers, you know what I mean, type shit. And if I cut you, you won't even be able to get a job for $15 out in the real world. I'm like, damn, bro.
He said in the locker room?
Yeah. I beat the shit out of him in there. he got to understand, the players, that's what I'm saying, we'd have got, obviously they got him up out of there, but he's just trash all around. He's a trash dude, man.
Yeah, I heard he's a bad guy.
But I heard stories about him from back when he was coaching at Florida where
he had that wild boy Florida.
Yeah, he didn't he didn't give a fuck. And like
Games
if you look at every player that came through there, it kind of makes sense. Tebow just held it all together.
That's what it was.
Riley Cooper, Aaron Hernandez.
Cam Newton was there.
Yeah.
They got him out of there, though.
They turned up in Gainesville.
Yeah.
They got him out of there.
Yeah, they was like, people were just telling me it was just all type of wild shit. Urban Meyer let just go down.
Percy Harvin down there probably acting up.
Yeah, Urban.
Shout out to them old Florida teams. They was gangsters.
Yeah.
Urban, he's something else, man. It'd be different if you had like a couple Super Bowl, rings.
Well, he got natties, right?
He got natties.
It don't mean nothing when you get to the NFL.
They was out there smoking shit, though.
That's why them guys don't be going to the NFL. Because they like, I can dominate here in college, Nick Saban.
Yeah, and then you go into them small towns, they let you get away with murder.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer probably got bodies in the for real. The people of the city hide the body for you.
Oh yeah,
Mike, you should know.
I know.
You would hide a body for Nick Saban.
Come on, man. I'm not gonna go on.
I'm
not gonna go on live.
Do not say nothing.
Record. I'm not gonna go on live record and say I do that. But I roll tide. That's all I'm saying. I roll tide.
Roll Tide.
There you go. I'm just roll tide.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Bro
saying.
just said, yes, I'm about that.
Saban, if you need me to hide some shit for you, I got you. You can
Roll
leave.
tide. You can come to Georgia now. Hey,
I know y'all about that, man. I was in Tuskegee when y'all killed that tree in Auburn, dog.
oh yeah, we ain't play no games.
That is sick.
Yeah.
You don't play no games, huh?
That is sick.
Who you got this week calling in, man, to get their rocks off?
So I got this. I got JP's homeboy Steve-O.
Steve-O.
He's just a super Atlanta fan, like completely like a guru. Come from the Braves to everything, the Falcons and the Hawks. So I'm about to give him a call. See, he want to get his rocks off, man.
All right, let's do it. We ending the show on the rocks. Let's see where he at. Okay. Steve-O.
Hello.
Yo, what up, Steve-O, man? This is Mike, man. You on the HasBeens Podcast. How you feeling?
I'm good. How's everybody?
Steve-O, what's good, man? It's your boy Cam Will in the building. How you doing,
Hey,
brother?
man, what's going on, man? I'm well.
What's going on, man? It's Twan, man. Get your rocks off, man. The floor is yours.
Hey, man, they told me I could express anything I wanted to, man.
Get it off, man.
We gotta,
rocks off.
Hey, we got to talk about these dirty birds, bro, and these recent moves, man. I'm a lifelong Falcons fan. I'm a diehard Matt Ryan fan, and I don't know. Terry Fontenot, our new GM, man, he came from the Saints, man, and I don't know the moves he making. Honestly, I'm feeling some conspiracy theories. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Get them shit.
I'm not. I'm not quite. I'm sorry. I'm outside, helicopter's going, but I'm just not understanding these moves because first in the draft we took Kyle Pitts, and Lord knows we appreciate having him. But we all know every GM when they get to a spot, they want their guy. They want their legacy guy. They're going to define their tenure since they're running the team. And to not take Justin Fields was crazy in the first place. But we're happy with Kyle Pitts. Okay, I'll give you that. But now we don't let Matt Ryan finish here. You handle the Deshaun Watson situation as sloppy as I've ever seen a franchise handle a situation. Right. Then we let our greatest Falcon of all time walk for some graham crackers and a piece of bubble gum. A third-round pick for the greatest Falcon ever?
Come on, man.
I just don't understand. Now I'll just end it here. To me, great defenses, which we have lacked for the past 15 years, since Deion was here, 15, honestly. God damn. Like, Matt Ryan has never had a defense that ranked top half of the NFL, and the one time he did, he went to a Super Bowl. So that just tells you it never was Matt Ryan's fault. But I'll just end here. When you want to build a defense, you do it on cheap quarterbacks. You can look at the Legion of Boom. Russell didn't get his contract. Dak Prescott and the Dallas defense, he just got paid, but they built that defense already. Even when Mahomes won his Super Bowl, that defense was legit when Mahomes won his rookie contract. My thing, you let Matt Ryan play it out, you let him go, and then you draft your quarterback either the year before Matt Ryan retires or the year he does, and you have money to play with. So now we're in a position where I get it, we let him go for a third-round pick and we can build that defense, but I just don't see how we treat our legends like this because you got to think, when somebody wants to come play for Atlanta, they want to be treated with respect. If we did our greatest Falcon ever like this, I don't know what anybody else expects. So that's it, man. That's me getting my rock
man,
off,
I've been saying y'all ain't gonna
frustrated.
have no good juju because how Arthur Blank had turned his back on Michael Vick, man. And it just seems
Hold on, man. I got a hot take about that too, but I don't know if I got enough time for that.
You got time, brother. We got a little time for you, brother. You can go on.
Man, Michael Vick, and I want to say he wrote it in the Players Tribune where he talked about how he was affected it wasn't just about when we drafted Matt Ryan, but it was just all his old experience as a Falcon, going through that situation, and then when we drafted Matt Ryan, that's when he knew it was over. But I could have sworn that article, he talked about how Arthur Blank had his back. He didn't go into detail, but in Steve-O's interpretation, he said Arthur Blank just talked to him.
Yeah, you're right. He actually lied. He actually lied to Arthur Blank.
Yeah, and Mike said, "No, I got it. Yeah, I got Arthur Blank. No, I got it. No, I got it." And look, and by the time it happened, Arthur Blank hands were tied. So
Arthur Blank actually is a good
godfather.
dude too, because he actually didn't fuck everybody over with Calvin Ridley in the trade. He's like, nah, dog, you don't want him, bro. Trust me. You know, trust me, you don't want him. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. So Arthur Blank tried to look out for him. I'm saying Michael Vick calls him his second dad. Like it was Arthur Blank hands were tied when that happened, man. So we all hate that it happened with Vick.
This Matt Ryan shit, you right though, man.
I'm gonna end it here. Terry Fontenot better end up being the best general manager the Falcons ever have. If we get a Super Bowl about this, or we get, like I said, Bryce Young in the draft next year, I'm gonna lay up a little bit. But for now,
some time, man.
Hey, right now,
I'm a little hot.
He on thin ice.
Yeah,
but I also don't think that Kyle Pitts move was that. Do you think that was 100% him? Because he had just got there.
Right. It's hard to say that because, like I said, I don't know a GM that doesn't want to draft their guy. Especially we all know Matt Ryan was on the back end of his career. I just don't know a GM that doesn't want to start their career off saying, here's my guy. I'm living and dying with my guy. My guy is quarterback.
Right. And especially when you're not going to get in that 4 spot that often, man. You're not going to have that opportunity that often. So even if you swing and miss, it's like you don't not take that chance.
Exactly.
Justin
so I understand that
Fields
perspective
sat down
completely.
all year, sat behind Matt Ryan. Also a local guy.
Yeah,
y'all wanted Deshaun Watson. That's a local kid y'all ain't want. Even Michael Parsons would have been better, bro.
You know, there's a lot of other players that could.
Even Michael Parsons, he would have had your defense lit this year, and then you might have been able to be like, give Matt Ryan another chance to run it back. I just never thought Kyle Pitts or any tight end at the number 4 pick in the draft will ever be the right pick.
I understand that, and I like we all saw what he did now. So it's hindsight is 2020, and we saw him set a rookie record, even though we got an extra game in the season. But I'm with that 100%. It's hard to believe that like that new GM would draft the tight end with number 4 pick strictly off himself. That is hard to believe. So I definitely understand those sentiments.
Okay, Steve. We appreciate you getting your rocks off, man. I make sure I've been tripping on getting these clipped out, man. I've been moving, bro. But I'm gonna make sure I get this clipped out for you, man, for social media and shit. Appreciate you calling in today, bro.
Hey, man, rise up.
No, absolutely. Hey, rise up, man. Go Dirty Birds.
Go Dirty Birds.
Hey, man, Rams house, man. You know who the Super Bowl champs is.
Y'all got some Georgia Bulldogs on the team, so I'll give you that.
All right, my boy. Appreciate you calling in, G.
All right, appreciate y'all, fellas.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That was the Get the Rocks Off segment, man. I really like that segment, man. I really felt the emotion in that one.
Yeah,
and
man.
he said, you see, this is how you are 100% right this time. You hear that? Did you hear he repeat everything Twan told you, right?
Yeah.
You got to listen sometimes. Get out your heart. You don't have to be a fan of something to a fault. Like a fan of something just means you like admire something. I'm like a really big fan of it. You got to be stupid about it.
Yeah,
You got to be stupid.
I've learned.
He's a stan.
Yeah.
I've learned. I've learned.
I pray that you treat the woman that you used to decide to spend the rest of your life with the same.
How did we get here?
That's what people. I wish people were as loyal to like their friends and their family as they were to like their teams. Like you'll go down. You are a pretty loyal guy. Yeah. But a lot of people will go down and like in the pits with their team and won't even. They won't even help their homies fist fight. I didn't watch dudes that are like argue for 8 hours on Facebook about Roll Tide, and I watched their homeboys get into a fight and they ran.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Look on that team, man. Yeah, man. It's tough.
Not all your friends can fight, dog.
You still got it. I don't
all
care.
Cheer for the Falcons, dog.
They pick it back.
No, if your friend is fighting, Twan, I don't accept what you're saying. If your friend is fighting, you fight, okay?
No, I fight. That's not what I'm saying. But I know not everybody is me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can't expect everybody to be me, man.
That's true.
I've been in fights where you look around, the homies is not all there. But we here, though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here to pod another day.
Let's get it. But, man, that's a good way to end it. Twan got the hands. Don't fuck with him. HasBeens Podcast.
Niggas be shooting, so I do not have the hands.
Look,
I be minding my business.
Look, let him know he's not trying to fight you in 2022. HasBeens Podcast with your boy Mike, Twan, and Cam.
We out of here.
It's over with.
Peace.
It's out.